What's up, YouTube? This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show, and today we'll be looking at the VWAP line in relationship to the stock Nio, which is a Chinese electric car maker, and also Uber, because I found those two charts to be interesting today. So we're gonna jump in right into the dashboard here and look at Webull. So first, let me make sure I'm recording this. Yes. So we are in Webull now, and what we see here is the stock chart for Nio. And I'm just going to turn off the indicators to start so that we populate the chart and you can see clearly what I'm looking at. So first the VWAP line, which is the orange line, we turn that off. Turn off the exponential moving average and the moving average. I will leave the RSI. Below here is something I'm interested in, which is the MACD uh, moving average convergence divergence, and this basically gives you an idea of the direction the stock is taking. If you look at the red or orange line, it crossed over right here, and this was at 11:30. And if you look right up to the chart, you can see that there is a big red candle, which is a bearish candle. In other words, the sellers are, are strong in the market right now, and the stock is being pulled down. And we can draw a line over here, or place our line over here, and we can see this is the resistance basically. And what I mean by resistance is where is the stock falling or rising to, and then bouncing back up or falling further down. So over here we see that the resistance is at $40.91 approximately, and on top the resistance is the one that Nio failed to break, is 44, around the 44 mark. It actually broke into it, but then did not make any move above that. As you can see, there's just a candle wick above that. All right, so now we're going to put back in the VWAP line and talk about that. So we want the VWAP. As you can see, this is this is the 2-hour chart that I'm looking at. We're just going to look at the 1-minute chart, and as you can see by the chart, the during a different time period, the VWAP line is it displays differently. It adapts to the time signature you have. I like to look at the 5-minute chart, and from there just begin to see where the stock seems to be headed. Right now it looks like it's in the overbought. In this section, the RSI is not good. In the 70s, 68, close to 70. If you see volume is beginning to come down, that's not a good sign. And over here we had a crossover at 145, and today's the 11th. And if you look up here correspondingly on that crossover, there's a green candle, and this is a confirmation signal. This is a bullish signal because we have the first green candle, we have a confirmation candle, candle over candle, and then we have another candle over that one, which makes it a strong bullish signal. Now let's take a look at the hour chart and see how the patterns are looking. In the hour chart, we see that the stock is trading above the VWAP line, but there was a dip below it here, and it bounced right back above the VWAP line, tested the VWAP line, carried on above it, and it looks like it's going to carry on moving above. But what I'm most interested in is the MACD line. When the orange line crosses over the blue line, that's a bullish signal. Right now, it's sitting bearish, and it looks like it's trading flat at the moment. But they could be a crossover soon. I say there could be a crossover soon because the stock could change direction at any moment, and then we don't have that that signal working in our favor. So it's good to watch it, and just be careful about what you're doing if you're trading the stock, because the indicators alone won't give you um, great guidance in terms of how to trade, but they will assist you make a decision. In this situation, I I would go, I would buy into it, either calls or sell my puts, because it looks like it's going to trend upwards. But before I make that decision, I want to look at the daily chart and see what the daily sentiment is. And if we look at the daily chart, it doesn't look that great. It's actually trading not so great, because the MACD is showing us that it's getting to that resting phase, almost moving flat. Volume is falling, and true to the chart too, you can see that there's a bullish signal over there, the red candle, and Nio is beginning to trade lower. So if I look at the hour chart, it looks like the stock is doing great. But if I look at the daily chart, it looks like as you go longer into the period, the stock is not doing that great. And if I look at the weekly, we have a spinning top here, which is an indecision. So buyers and sellers are undecided over here, which is not a great sign. It could go either way from here. So again, not an indicator I would like to bank on to trade this stock right away. But what I want to do lastly is look at the monthly chart and then conclude this video. So for the monthly chart, it looks like Nio is doing well. So long term, Nio looks like it will perform well. If you can see this very bullish trend right here, candle over candle in the green, in green, that's a bullish signal. The RSI is getting above, it's actually way above 70, which is overbought. So that's a bit concerning. It could, in my view, it feels like a pump. It doesn't feel right to me. My decision on this is no. I would rather wait it out and see how it works out. Hourly chart again, no improvement there. It looks like we're heading for a downtrend, or it's gonna be trading sideways. 5 minute chart, one more time. 5 minute chart again looks like we're about to change direction over here. And if you look, so I'm just gonna scroll up. If you look up here, we have a red candle as the MACD, the orange line, is beginning to curve, and volume is taking a dive. So for Nio, I'm not gonna buy. I'm certainly not gonna buy. We're gonna look at Uber now, because they reported earnings and they're certainly struggling. So Uber, 5 minute chart, trading way below the VWAP line, volume weighted average per price, and that's not a good signal. We have two bearish candles here, one large bearish candle, which is the red one. In other words, it's sellers are strong, and also here volume is decreasing as the sellers are strong, also not a good signal. MACD is trending lower, not a good sign. So Uber seems like it's struggling at the moment. This MACD does not look good. It's trending way lower than I'm comfortable to work with. And if you look up at the chart, we have a bearish candle over here, and it breaks this trend over here, or the 46 resistance line, and goes way below it, right down here. So Uber looks like it's having a hard time in the market. Even if you look at the daily chart, even though we have a crossover over here where it made a huge jump, and then it's slowly coming back down again. So my sentiment is that the gig economy is dependent a lot on the vaccine. So if we do get a vaccine, it won't be immediately deployed to every American. So the gig economy is bound to struggle through this period while the vaccine is being distributed and deployed. So Uber seems to be struggling, and Nio seems to be a pump in my view. All right, this has been Victor on 11/11 September. Happy Veterans Day if you're in America. Happy celebrations wherever you are in the rest.